The ITIL Intermediate Lifecycle Courses. Service Design. Course Overview. Welcome to this ITIL Intermediate Lifecycle course. In this particular course, we'll be studying the service design phase of the lifecycle in detail, with a strong emphasis on the managerial and supervisory aspects. We'll be studying service design key concepts, principles, processes, and functions, as well as taking a look at implementing and structuring service design. To maximize your chances of success in the Service Design Lifecycle exam, you'll need to plan to spend at least 21 hours studying all of your course material. Effective study time should be spent using all of the course materials that are provided, including watching all the video tutorials, at least twice through, completing all the exercises and online quizzes, using your study guides to maximum effect, completing your own study notes, and taking the sample practice exams that are also provided. Remember, it's highly recommended that you dedicate some of your study and revision time to review all of the official answers for each exam question, too. This is invaluable in helping you to understand the style of the questions and what's expected of you when answering each question. Building up your knowledge and experience in tackling gradient multiple choice exams is a critical component of passing ITIL intermediate exams. As well as the 21 hours mandatory study time, it is officially recommended that you plan to spend at least another 21 hours reading and learning from the Service Design core text itself. So please plan this additional reading time into your study plans too. Okay, let's take a look at the core contents of the Service Design course. You'll be studying many different aspects of this area of the life cycle, which will help you plan and manage improvement activities within your own organization. This course is split into 19 discrete lessons. Each lesson covers key syllabus elements to prepare you for your exam. You'll find a copy of the course syllabus in your download area, and you'll see references to the syllabus numbering system as you progress through the core lessons. For example, if you see syllabus reference SD01, you know it's referring to the first part of the syllabus, the Introduction to Service Design. The syllabus document also refers to specific sections of the Service Design core volume, easily directing you to the relevant section of the text. Okay, let's now examine the course breakdown, lesson by lesson. Lesson 1 is a quick ITIL Foundation recap. Some of you may already be familiar with the contents of this lesson, which covers key concepts from the Foundation course. If you have sat your Foundation course or Foundation Bridge recently, you can skip this lesson, but why not use it as a quick recap? In Lesson 2, we'll be looking at 3 elements to set the scene before we look in detail at service design. We'll study service management as a practice, how to answer the question, what do we mean by a service, and a view of service value proposition and composition. Finally, in this lesson, we will look at some definitions for functions, processes, and roles. Lesson 3 provides an introduction to service design. As the title suggests, this lesson will introduce us to service design, looking at its scope, purpose, and goals. To round off this lesson, we will also look at elements such as the service design package and service acceptance criteria, which will help you as you move through the rest of the course. Next, in Lesson 4, we'll start to study the service design principles. This lesson includes balanced design, design activities, design constraints, and service design models. Next up will be Lesson 5, the second of the 3 lessons that look at service design principles. This lesson will continue on the journey into service design principles and will concentrate on the 5 aspects of service design. The 5 aspects are: design of service solutions, design of service management systems and tools, design of technology architectures and management systems, design of processes, and design of measurement systems, methods, and metrics. And on to Lesson 6. This brief lesson is the final lesson of the 3 lessons looking at service design principles, and will introduce business service management and service-oriented architecture and its principles. Lessons 7 to 14 cover the 8 service design processes. We'll be studying them in the order you can see here: service catalog management, service level management, capacity management, availability management, IT service continuity management, information security management, supplier management. And finally, in Lesson 14, we'll study design coordination. For each process, we'll cover areas drawn from the list you can see here: the purpose and objectives of the process, the process scope, value to the business, policies, principles, and basic concepts, process activities at a high level, triggers, inputs, outputs, and process interfaces, information management, key performance indicators and metrics, and challenges, critical success factors, and risks. In Lesson 15, we will consider service design technology-related activities. In particular, we will focus on requirements management, data and information management, and techniques and activities associated with application management. Lesson 16 concentrates on organizing for service design, and will focus on the roles and responsibilities within service design itself. We'll look at the generic process owner role, and then move on to some of the process-specific roles, including service design manager and service level manager. We'll also look at RACI and how it can support activity analysis to help define roles. In Lesson 17, we'll study the types of tools that would benefit service design, and also the requirements for service management tools. This includes looking at some techniques for selecting and evaluating service management tools. In Lesson 18, we'll move on to implementing and improving service design. We'll cover a number of areas in this lesson, including how to implement service design and how to use key performance indicators and critical success factors to measure and improve its performance. The last lesson you'll work through is Lesson 19. Here, you'll receive some critical exam guidance before you begin to tackle the sample exam papers, which are also included in this course. This lesson discusses the scenario-based question format and provides you with invaluable multiple-choice strategies, all designed to help you achieve exam success. You'll also learn how to register for your final live exam after you've completed the practice exam papers and reviewed the official answer rationale. And don't forget, you can access and save a copy of the official course syllabus from your download area. It's good to be familiar with your course syllabus, because this is all the content that examiners use to base your exam questions on. Other documents are also stored safely within your download area. These can be accessed, opened, saved, and printed out for your reference. At the end of most lessons, you'll be prompted to access and download a relevant study guide. Lesson study guides are a critical component of your online learning experience. These detailed documents contain all the information from each lesson and is yours to download, print off, and keep, even when your course subscription has ended. Before you begin each period of study, please ensure that you are ready to learn. Sounds pretty obvious, but self-study and online learning are most effective if you are able to concentrate without being interrupted by any external distractions. Make sure you are comfortable in your study environment, well hydrated and really focused to ensure you get the best value from your course. Unless you are a mastermind or super brain, you'll probably find that your concentration will drop if you try and run through the whole course at once. Remember, it's not a race. You should watch, listen, read, and learn actively by leveraging the different materials provided. Of course, the huge advantage with online learning is that you can take regular breaks, split your study time into manageable chunks, and study as and when it best suits you. Where there is a longer video tutorial to watch, why not make sure you pause it at regular intervals? This way, you can update your study notes as you go. You can see the length of each video lesson by checking the study tracker in your download area. And remember, if you ever feel like you're struggling at any point, just contact one of your tutors. Our accredited tutor team will be available to answer your inquiries. As you progress through the lessons in your course, you will see some text in italics and quotation marks. This text is drawn directly from the ITIL core volumes, so you will need to pay close attention to it. Okay, if you're ready, let's move on and start the course. The next lesson is your ITIL Foundation recap. Let's see what you can remember.